Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo Hero here. Cha, cha, cha. And I'm back with my third entry into the 80s week. Of course, remember, it has to be an 80s film and a non-horror movie. And boy, did I choose one that's might surprise a bit of people that I've actually seen and enjoyed this movie. I watch horror, I watch action, I watch comedy, but I don't really watch romance films yet. I watched the 1984 romantic action comedy Romancing the Stone, starring Micah Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and what's his name? Guy's name I always get wrong. Danny DeVito. Kathleen Turner plays Joan Wilder, a successful romance novelist who her big thing is that she has this character named Jessie on one of her books. You see it at the beginning. It's set in the Old West. And Jessie apparently is her ideal guy. She wants to find a guy just like Jessie. She receives a letter from her deceased brother-in-law that is more than a letter. And she finds herself pulled into something much bigger when her sister is abducted by Ira and Ralph, two cousins, with Ralph being played by Danny DeVito. They want that letter because that letter is actually a map to some, legendary stone that's worth a lot of money. And so they tell if she wants her sister, she's got to go down to Colombia, I believe it is. However, someone breaks into her house. A Colombian, this bad guy. There's a few bad guys in this, but he wants the letter and he wants the stone for himself. He's a bad guy. And so he follows her down to Colombia, where he after there's a bus accident, he gets on the wrong bus, and there's an accident when the bus runs into a truck that's parked in the middle of the road. The truck belongs to Jack, played by Michael Douglas, and after he saves her, they find themselves on an adventure to find the stone and figure out this map. And the two start to slowly fall in love. The whole time, Danny DeVito finds himself in a situation where he's looking for them. He finds Zula, whatever, the guy who tried to kill her. And it's all, those comedy. They find a plane that the pilot had died, and apparently it was full of a whole bunch of drugs, marijuana, which he decides to have a little fire to keep warm, Douglas' character Jack, by burning it. Woo, that's a hell of a bonfire. And she gets a little liquored up. There's a scene where they're looking for a car so they can, get out of there. And they find this village, and the guy who's in charge of the village was like possibly a drug cartel guy. And at first he's like, get out of here, I don't want you here. And it looks like they're in trouble until he recognizes Joan Wilder, because he's a fan of her work. And apparently he's been reading all her books to everybody in the village who have become fans of her. And she's like, oh, she's the hot commodity. It's a cute film. It's an enjoyable film. It's got, 80s romantic comedy style to it. A little action, a little adventure. There's a part with a guy who has a pet of crocodiles that are his pets. Yes, somebody does end up, they do a little cap at the hook thing where some guy, again with the dryer, gets his hand bit off, and then later on he ends up as gator food. Now, I'm going to be in all honesty, I haven't seen this film in over 30 years. I enjoyed it back then, and 30 plus years later, I still enjoy it. Oh, my dog's outside whining. And they did make a sequel, Jewel of the Nile, which another film has been a long time since I've seen, but I vaguely recall not enjoying Jewel of the Nile as much as Romancing the Stone. There was talk of them doing a third film, but they never did. However, the three of them, because DeVito does come back along with Douglas and Turner for the third film, So although there was never a third film, they did team up together in. They were reunited, the three together for the 1989 movie, The War of the Roses. Gotta say, this probably did make me a bit of a Douglas fan at the time. Anyways, I got to go ahead right now and cut this review short. I will put the trailer for this. And this is streaming on Tubi, and so I will be putting that link for it too. If you have seen this film, please tell me what you think. Again, I have to cut it early because I got the dog. She's outside my room. I can hear her. She wants in. She's whining. And it's annoying the shit out of me because I'm trying to do a review. But anyways, I am the Pacific Northwest Geek Echo Zero. And I hope you guys are enjoying 80's week so far. I got a... Oh, is this the stack? Oh, I got a small stack of movies that I have been picking from. So I got to pick out of here what would be number 4. But anyways, I'm the Pacific Northwest Geek, Echo Zero, and I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.